Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They have been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Baker. Fires left. Nice play to knock that one down.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Opening moments of this game, and to suffer an injury, Holly will keep us up to date on that one. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. So the Oregon Ducks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Right side, it's Moore. Open space at the 25. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Bear. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Making the adjustment. Joseph. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On the move, it's Martin. He's loose at the 15. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45. Well, so much for being backed up. Now they've got it 1st and 10 and plus territory. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's past the sticks. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws it off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man downfield. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Sells the run, looking to pass. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Joseph. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Straight ahead, it's Hill. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Left side is Hill.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Joseph throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A first down for the offense. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Throwing Joseph. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tries again to get it in. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go. Ready, 18, go.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring them to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded.
Caught, and he's got room. And he gets the first down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Martin. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Dropping back, it's Baker. They'll run the screen. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. loads to the right. It's caught. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Sells to run, wants to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Running inside. It's Martin. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. On the run, it's Hill. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Yeah, run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Joseph. Out wide right, it's Bear. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Ducks are marching down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his man. It's Moore. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Turning it on! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Here we go. Why did he go?
Again, it's Joseph. Right side, it's Hill. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Throwing Joseph. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Hill. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Quick give. It's Hill. There he goes. He's at the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to run, it's Hill. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The handoff as they run the counter play here. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Syracuse in their matchup against the number 12 team, the UConn Huskies.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. From deep, it's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. This has been a concern all along, going to the West Coast with a time zone change for all of these players. But he says his team is going to handle the second half much better. They talked about some simple plans to execute, change things. He refuses to blame it on the time zone change. He said, we just have to wake up and do our jobs. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the ground with the counter. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. From the gun, it's Hill. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Joseph throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back open in the middle. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45 on his way. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressive.
Makes a grab and room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Finds his target. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking downfield. It's Baker. Got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The ride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
To the air, it's Baker on the move. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got
breaks away on the left. The 40. Brought down after the huge gain gets a offense set up at the 27.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Powers through the defender.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Long way to go on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Pushes ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. Might as well give it to him again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Joseph somehow fits it into that traffic, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Hunt is on its way. Catch is made at the 15. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. We've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback make some plays with his feet. That time, though, the defense was ready for it. They weren't able to sack him right away, but they stuck with him, forced him to scramble. They're able to get to him and bring him down.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Look out! Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Drives inside. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side.
I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Baker. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. From the gun. Still looking.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Under pressure. Caught. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Hits inside. It's Griffin. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football.